All right, there it is. That's 8. That's 8. 8 in a row for the Knicks. And we're going to get right into this episode. This is going to be a very quick one. Quick one because I forgot. I totally blanked out that I forgot the Knicks had a back-to-back. So they're playing again tonight as I speak, December 21st, against the Raptors. So this episode will have like a 3-hour shelf life by the time it's out. But let's get into it. Let's not waste time. Knicks, Warriors, we'll talk about it. Welcome to BD4, an RJ Carbone podcast. BD4, where there is no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. We also do MMA. Yanks every series, Knicks every game, MMA on occasion. BD4 is a 5-star show on Apple Podcasts, also available in video format on YouTube and Spotify. So thanks for stopping by, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Champion of the world, turning, looking, see ya!
Anthony for 3, bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied!
Penetrates, creates, and showing some dexterity as well with the left hand.
Yankees win!
All right, welcome. Welcome to the show. You know where to find me. I'm your host, RJ. You're listening to BD4. Thanks for tuning into the podcast. All that stuff. Again, we're not going to waste time because I want to get this episode out as quick as I can since it's very late. I should have recorded it and dropped it last night. But again, I forgot that the Knicks had a back-to-back. Toronto comes to town tonight. But 8 in a row for the Knicks. Real quick episode. We're going to run through quick hitters, and that'll be that. And that's my fault. I'm sorry. But we'll get what we need to get out, hopefully. 8 in a row, man. Brunson, RJ, Randall, Grimes, Quickley, the entire second unit. All great last night. I loved what I saw from the offense. The ball was moving. The ball movement last night was the most notable thing to me. There was a lot of moving and cutting off the ball. There was great screening and just a good job of setting up by some of these Knicks players. 3 Knicks with 5 assists, 5 Knicks with at least 3 assists. You had Brunson, RJ, Randall leading the way there. Hartenstein looking like, is what they were joking about on TNT last night, looking like the Jokic of the East. Although some of that was in garbage time, which was a large portion of this game. But they were just generating a ton of open looks. And those shots were falling, man. Those shots that they got were falling too. 6 guys, I believe, were in double figures last night. The Knicks shot 43% from 3, despite RJ and Randall going a combined 2 for 12 from there. Didn't matter because other guys stepped up. Quickley was hot. Grimes was hot. The defense was there again. The rebounding was strong. So the Knicks just beat the pulp out of the Golden State Warriors at MSG, 132-94. And they did so on national television in front of America to see. You know, the ESPN might not give them credit. TNT last night, they might not give the Knicks enough credit. None of the media will. Right? That's their shtick, their whole anti-Knicks, LOL Knicks shtick. But who really cares about their opinion when we all know that they don't do their homework anyway? I still recall Jay Williams a couple years ago on ESPN talking about Austin Rivers and DSJ as key contributors to a win streak at the time when, Rivers was in the G League and DSJ was benched at the time. They don't do their homework, these guys. But the game was over just a few minutes after the third quarter began, honestly. I thought early on the Knicks were a little too 3-point happy, especially Julius just senselessly chucking and firing away like J.R. Smith. But as the game went on, the Knicks found a groove. They got into their offense. Quickley gets hot in the second quarter from downtown. Deuce, Hartenstein, and Sims, they eventually all check in, and they're playing great defense. The third quarter starts off slow. The Knicks are missing shots, but they're playing defense. But like once the 9-minute or so mark hits, the Knicks' big three gets it going. Brunson is diming everybody up. Randle and Grimes are on point. And RJ Barrett gets very, very hot and scored 8 straight points, 11 in the period. And the game's over. RJ, I liked what I saw from him. 18 points, 5 assists last night. The way he's getting to the hoop right now is the best I've seen RJ Barrett do so. He's just relentless, and he's at the cup in within seconds because he's methodical and he's using that strength to play the bully ball. And he's finishing. He's finishing for the most part too. He's doing a really, really nice job of converting, especially last night in the third quarter. The other night he goes 10 of 14 from 2. Last night he was 7 of 13, but I thought, especially around the semicircle, he was converting even more accurately. And his passing was great yesterday. That's been obviously a problem for him at times. Tunnel vision, sometimes he forces it and turns it over. But last night I thought he did a nice job staying patient and using his court vision. He was finding cutters going towards the rim. He was finding open shooters spotting up on the perimeter. He had 5 assists last night, and I think 4 of them came in the first half. Quentin Grimes, I was debating giving him the game ball. Just fell short, but he had a great game. 19 points, 5 of 9 shooting, 4 triples. He was sniping again. Big-time shots to give the Knicks that comfort, man. His teammates would collapse the defense on the drive, and then you'd have Grimes spotting up on the arc, and he'd knock it down. But he was moving also. He always moves, right? He's shooting, but he's also cutting last night. He's getting set up. He's running around screens like he's Steph Curry. He also just had a nice game defensively, of course. And he had a nice acting job, right? Playing a little World Cup, like he's in the World Cup on that foul, on that flagrant foul. He goes down. He's screaming, holding his ankle. I was nervous, but it turns out he's okay. Although I heard he was questionable for tonight, so I hope it's not anything big. And I gave a bing bong ball to Immanuel Quickley coming off the bench last night.
Bing bang.
I thought Quickley was exceptional, man. And it's funny because we literally just spent episode 452, last episode, criticizing the kid very heavily because he's never consistently efficient, and he's just not an efficient player. He's inconsistent. I literally just said the same thing twice. But yeah, we spent a good 5 minutes, 10 minutes criticizing him last episode. And what does he do? He comes out the gate last night and boom, just like that, he's hot. I think the biggest difference there last night was he wasn't hesitant. He was making quick decisions. He comes into the second quarter. He's quick to make a decision. He executes, and he's firing away from three-pointers. Before the foul woes, he was hot. Checks back in the third quarter, and he didn't really miss a beat in the second half there. So I thought Quickley was excellent defensively. He continues to hold it down. And another award, another bing bong ball going out to Jalen Brunson. What else is new? Brunson, 21 points, 5 assists, no turnovers. He was off early on with Klay Thompson doing a nice job suffocating him. I think Brunson missed 4 of his first 5 shots. But then he gets 2 to go at the end of the first quarter. Comes back in mid-second quarter, and he knocks down his 3rd, 4th, and 5th consecutive shots. Adds in a pair of free throws in the period. And he just continues to have himself these very good nights. I mean, what else is there to say? He's super consistent, super efficient, and he has been everything. And he's having the type of year that Randle did in 2020. Special, right? And just overall, last night, I thought the defense was the reason they won this game from the start. I mean, the defense has been absolute lockdown and key during this run. You got Deuce and Grimes on the perimeter. Jordan Poole was contained from three-point distance. Klay Thompson was off all around last night. Guys were getting stops on the inside, dominating the glass. Another big night for Mitch. He continues to grab rebounds and block the rim. Hartenstein and Sims chiming in. They did their jobs. Hartenstein's really stepped up recently on defense. Sims is jumping 15 feet in the air. The Knicks out-rebounded the Warriors by 18 last night. 18 more boards. So, yeah. The question I keep thinking, is it for real? Is it for real? It very well could be for real. I mean, listen, are these bad teams? Yes. Are these teams missing key guys? Yes. Last night there was no Curry. There was no Wiggins. The Warriors aren't really good with them anyway this year. But one thing I've been thinking about is, like, remember, the key contributors to this defensive run the Knicks have been on have been guys like Grimes, Mitch, Deuce McBride, right? And those are all guys who are literally in the NBA because of their defense, right? You think Mitch would be here if he wasn't an elite defensive player? Probably not, right? He's not special offensively, so if it wasn't for his defense, he's probably not here in the league. You think Deuce McBride will be playing minutes over Derrick Rose and Cam Reddish if he wasn't bringing defense? No. These guys, their key attribute is defense, right? So maybe it is legit. Maybe, I don't know. I'm starting to get excited here, and I don't like that, damn it. I don't want to get too excited and be let down again. But right now, I'm trying to take it day by day. It looks pretty good. We'll see what happens down the stretch. But right now, I'm enjoying it. So great win. Again, 8 in a row, 18-13 now overall, and a chance to make it 9 straight with their 19th win if they defeat the struggling 6 losses in a row Toronto Raptors tonight at the Garden. So that is it. We're not going to head to break. We're not going to do any of that. We're just going to get right into our trivia and then wrap it up from there. All right? Let's do it right now. All right, so episode 453. Which legendary backcourt Knicks duo was given the nickname Rolls Royce? All right, which legendary backcourt Knicks duo was given the nickname Rolls Royce? One last time, which legendary backcourt Knicks duo was given the nickname Rolls Royce? Guys, that is it. We're wrapping this up after 12 minutes. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in, listening, watching, whatever you're doing to get this podcast. Thank you. Episode 453 is in the books. I promise that 454 will be a much more normalized, 30 to 45 minute episode that we usually do. This one I just had to throw out there last minute because I totally forgot that we had a back-to-back tonight. But thanks. The Knicks smacked the Warriors to make it 8 in a row for the Bockers. Feeling good. Later, guys. Thanks. This episode was brought to you by Anchor.